Good evening, folks. This is The Burning is Love. I am Joe Bachman. Tonight, we are going to be trying to knock out four of these guys, little door hangers. I got four different designs I'm going to try and do tonight before Jody McFee's From the Desk of a Small Press Publisher starts. So I've got about an hour and a half. Hoping I can get these knocked out that quick, and if not, then they'll get saved for Wednesday night's show. So, with that being said, we do have a new little broadcast card that I finally made up. Later on this evening, we have From the Desk of a Small Press Publisher, starting at 9 p.m. Central, 10 Eastern, followed by Holocon's Stupid O'Clock at 11 Eastern, 10 Central, and I fixed that. Why did that... I fixed it and then never re-exported as a PNG. That makes sense. So we got Holocon at 11 Eastern, 10 Central for Stupid O'Clock, followed by Sunday morning Dan Hollifield's Last Man Standing. So that covers the end of our week here. If you notice, compared to the old one, I have added Behind the Code back on for Mondays and The Burning is Love back on for Wednesdays now that life has calmed down a bit. So we should be back to our regular broadcasting schedule as far as that goes, barring any times that the contractor has me working over. So, with that being said, let us get into the music. I'll just start off with track one here. And this is from Never Bank on a Learning Curve by Dan Hollifield. Find him at bandcamp.com. Alrighty. Man, let's... Oh, Lord. Yeah, let's turn that back down that way. That's better. Oh, that was a little blinding. So... Of course, I pick about four of the most intricate designs, except for one of them. So tonight's designs, we have this angel door hanger. We have two spirits of the woods, two kind of manly looking head figures, and the last one is a simple Celtic cross. And this is actually from a design pack that I recently purchased. I believe these are Laura S. Irish designs, if I remember correctly. Yeah, I really need to stop by Michael's or Hobby Lobby and pick up a new ballpoint tip for this thing. She's starting to get a little worn down. I also need to come up with a better way of cleaning these things. So, also in the chat tonight, we have Dan Hollifield, whose music we are listening to, and Mr. Carl Woodsman is here. So, good evening to both you gentlemen. And Donna's snoozing right now, Carl said, prepping for later tonight. Nope, Dan, hold on a second. Let me, I need to do one thing for you real quick. Videos, live, can I get to... No, you're not going to show me my own channel, really? Ah, there we go. Alright. Alright, Dan, give that a second. You should see a pop-up saying you're now a moderator. And you'll be able to post that link. Let's kick this over to track 2. Nice and easy does it. And for anyone who happened to come in late, be sure to catch From a Desk of a Small Press Publisher right after this show, starting at 10 Eastern, 9 Central. Followed by about an hour into Jody McFee's show. You have Holocon's Stupid O'Clock, starting at 11 Eastern, 10 Central, which you will see myself and Dan Hollifield on. And after Holocon's Stupid O'Clock, stick around for Dan Hollifield's Last Man Standing. Which starts at 1 a.m. Eastern Sunday, 12 a.m. Eastern, or Central Time. And track 3 out of the shadows. Dan, it should be allowing you to post links now if you want to go ahead and try doing that again. I think this weave design in the wings just looks so cool on this piece. Oh, there we go. Yep, that worked. Let me give me 1 second here. Do-do-do-do. Alright, got that open for later so I can read that. With how long it's taken to do this weave design in the Wings, I don't think I'm gonna get all of these done tonight. Let's do this one. And if it starts getting close to time for Jody McFee to start, I'll probably stop this broadcast and that way I don't go over on his. And probably listen to his broadcast while I work on these some more, because I know me, if I start one and I don't get it finished before the time runs out, I'm going to sit here and stare at it, and it's going to drive me nuts until I finish the darn thing. Carr says that design looks ambitious. Yeah. Kind of give you a better idea of what it looks like here. So, definitely an ambitious design to try and complete on a time crunch. And it is definitely a design that I'm going to end up doing on a much larger piece of wood too at some point. Just because I think it would look amazing as one of the plaques. And track 4, New World, Old Worlds. I did get very lucky with my designs tonight. Everything actually transferred over really well. Which always makes it easier when I don't have to go back and look at the source image and go, okay, how is this actually drawn through this part? Because I don't have a clue. One of the important things for this piece is actually going to be the clear coat portion. I'm going to want to make sure I get enough on there that it actually protects the burned portions, because these fine lines I have to go so soft that I don't get that nice deep dark burn, because otherwise I start blending into the other lines. Whew. Whew. I'll finish the outline of this wing. I'm going to do this outer outline. And then we're going to take a short commercial break. So that way I can give the hand a brief rest. Maybe pop my neck. And have a quick sip of a drink. And as always, these pieces and many more will be available at RegionCon, April 21st and 22nd at St. Sava's Church, Maryville, Indiana, 9191 Mississippi Street. You'll be able to pick this up. We will have copies of my mother's book, Infinity, and also links to all the various members of the Independent Creators Directory. So, going to be a busy weekend that weekend. So let's pause the music for a moment. And of course I gotta switch brands because I keep forgetting to upload the videos to this brand. That would make sense. And actually, we will play Jody McFee's ad. So we will be right back, folks.
Hi, I am Joe D. McFee. I am the host of From the Desk of a Small Press Publisher, and I want to cordially invite you to watch our show Saturdays at 9 p.m. Central Standard Time. On our show, we will have different guests as well as talk about the comic book industry and pop culture. And every so often, I might actually do a drawing session or a 3D rendering session every here and there. So once again, I want to invite you to watch From the Desk of a Small Press Publisher right here on the broadcast channel that you're looking at, whether it be Facebook, YouTube, or Twitch. Hope to see you there, and make certain that you catch From the Desk of a Small Press Publisher at 9 p.m. Central Standard Time. Thanks.
Alrighty, and I forgot. I need to throw this on. There we go. And switch it back over here and let's get some music rocking and rolling with WTF Rednecks Can't Groove. Alright, let's do this next wing here. Let's quick clean off. There we go. As always, if you guys have any questions about the process that I go through doing this, throw them in the chat, and I will, as soon as I look up and notice them, I'll answer them as best I can. I've actually been toying around with the idea of ordering a new wood burner. Haven't quite decided yet, though. There are some real nice ones out there that are dual burners. You can actually have two pens at the ready with different tips on them. And they are wire tip burners like this. I just haven't convinced myself that I need to spend $200 on a new burning setup when really this one does do a good job. Carl, yikes, $200, they've really gone up in cost. Yeah, it's like this one. It's a fully adjustable temperature, bunch of different tips that can be used on it. I think the thing really kind of driving the cost more is the being able to run dual tips, which I mean, would be nice that way if I need to switch from, you know, this ballpoint tip to the other more straight line tip that I have. It would alleviate any cooldown time in between. You know, cool down, switch out tips, and let the new tip heat up. At least this way I could do just turn that one on, let it start heating up, turn off the other one, and keep on going. But like Dan says also, it pays to stick with a tool you're comfortable using. So I am very comfortable using this one. I might end up just picking up another one of these. Probably check and see if Hobby Lobby still sells them. And if they do, probably go pick one up from there. Just for the simple fact that they generally have a 40% off coupon, which would drop this unit down to about $60. And then I could technically do what I, want to do with the other setup and, have them both plugged in, only have one turned on and have a different tip on the other one. But if I decide the tip I'm using isn't quite right for the design, turn the one off, turn the other one on, and away I go. That is the nice thing about these wire tips. They do not take long to heat up at all. That's a very good point, Carl. Carl said another good thing with having two of the same is that if one fails, you still have another to go on with. That is very true. And this one here has served me well. It's done quite a few projects. Granted, it's not that old, but it wasn't exactly in the best living conditions up my neighbor's garage there, so I'm always worried that this one's gonna give up the ghost in the middle of a stream, and then I'll be stuck.
To make your contribution to the vaccine revolution. To make your contribution to the vaccine revolution.
Alright, this part's going to be a little more intricate here. So,
To make your contribution to the vaccine revolution. To make your contribution to the vaccine revolution. got to make your contribution to the vaccine revolution. You got to make your contribution to the vaccine revolution. You got to make your contribution.
Car says the guy with multiple keyboards and mice sitting here. Yeah, I can't say much. I have multiple keyboards and mice sitting here also, so yeah. Dan, I used to do pointillism drawings. Please correct me later if I butchered the pronunciation of that. With an expensive art school number 000 point for the finest details, but nowadays you can buy disposable 000 point pens at the grocery store. Carl says yes, sometimes tech gets cheaper, sometimes they jack up the price for profit. Yeah, ain't that the truth. And Dan says, well, the expensive one was refillable, whereas the ones from the grocery store aren't, but the point size is the same. Yeah, and refillable generally seems like, as a rule of thumb, is always more expensive because you're just buying a cheap little refill rather than the whole unit again, so... Oh, 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 oh. Started losing my headset. Yes. Alright. I would have never guessed that this one little piece alone would have took almost 50 minutes to do. Hmm. And the last line. Boom. And we have one completed angel. Alright, it is 8:21. We're going to take a short commercial break again because I need to stretch a little bit. And I think what we're going to do is we're going to do this cross because this actually shouldn't take too long. And I think the other two designs that I'm looking at doing, let you guys kind of see the cross design here. The Old Men Spirit of the Woods. I think we will do this guy. And this guy on Wednesday night. Just because those were about as intricate as the one I just did. But let's take a short commercial break. We're going to list some commercials from Kat Rothermel and Amy Hale, and then we'll get into this cross, and we should be good to go to make it to Jody and McFee's show. So, with that, we're going to start off with Kat Rothermel.
Hi, this is Kat. During the school year, I'm Mrs. Rothermel, but otherwise, I'm Rock and Roll Art Goddess, writing about my past and filming the present. I need you to join my Rock and Roll Art army and to check out my merch on Zazzle.com. What started out as journal therapy is now 4 books, I see, and an Instagram account to blow off steam, becoming a book, with another to do the same. A short film for a friend. No, this is not the end. Peace, love, and let me art.
And up next is Amy Hale. All right, we are back, folks. Let's kick this over to. We'll go with the album title track of number 6, Never Bank on the Learning Curve. Turn that back on so I can actually see what I'm doing. That does tend to help. Oh, yeah. We're back on comments, Joe. No, I did do a similar cross before. This is a slightly different variation. A lot of the Celtic crosses kind of look the same from the various designs I've bought. The other one has a little more intricate detail to it. Mainly kind of in between these two sets of lines here, there's some kind of a weave design all the way around. And then there's normally a weave design going through this section here. This is just kind of a more simplified version of that design. This was more of a, I would just kind of wanted to see how it looked. I do like the weave designs on all the Celtic stuff. To me, for whatever reason, it just seems to really make the design pop more. And the reason why I've been doing so many of the different Celtic cross designs is people seem to really like them. Which, with the couple shows I have left before the con, I'm probably going to do a few more of the larger ones. To sell. The last year that Arcticon was held, I had one of the larger ones made up, and it was actually my first piece that sold. And I honestly did not think it was going to sell. And the guy who bought it, when he looked at the price, he goes, "You're only selling that for $40?" I said, "Yep." He goes, "I'll take it." And my initial thought was, knew I should have put 60 on it. Yeah, I spent like $75 the other night on Laura Irish's website. She had her complete collection of designs. Digitally for like $75. And some of the designs I can use, some I can't. Some are actually made for whittling, which I do not do because I would end up chopping off a finger or 10. Girl says, yeah, you can always give them a discount, makes them feel better. Yeah. Why are you? No, because you're all gummed up. That's why. And there we have it, folks. I know we still got about 24 minutes until Jody McFee's show starts, but like I said, I really didn't want to encroach on his show. I wasn't sure if he was going to be having one tonight due to being at C2E2, but there's the final design. And what I might do is actually around inside these outer rings here, I might come back through and shade those in, or at least do like a light burn on those, just a light tan. That way, it seems like it needs some kind of shading to me, but I think a light tan shading in these little rings here would really kind of make it pop out some more. So that'll be something I play around with here over the next few days. But like I said, Wednesday night we will be doing this Old Man from the Woods, Old Woodman Spirit, and same with this one here. So Wednesday night at, what time is my show Wednesdays? 7 p.m. Central. 7 p.m. Central, 8 p.m. Eastern, right here on YouTube, Facebook, or Twitch. And you can find me and many others right here on the Independent Creators Directory, https://indiecd.org. Um, you'll find many great authors, musicians, artists, uh, book editors, book formatters, just a bunch of really great independent creators. So be sure to check that out. If you like some of the work I've done, I do have a couple of my pieces up on theburningislove.com available for purchase. The rest of these that you guys have seen me create over the last few weeks, if they don't sell at RegionCon, April 21st or 22nd, they will get uploaded to The Burning is Love. And with that, folks, I think I will go ahead and call it a night, and I will see you all Monday night for Behind the Code, or Wednesday night for The Burning is Love. So thank you, and have a great rest of your weekend.